Hi, everyone. It's Coach Crystal, and welcome to the Get Crystallized Show, also known as Coffee Talk with Coach Crystal. And as you can see, I have a beautiful guest today. And so I have Lily here. We're going to do a little interview. She is one of our inner circle members. She is enrolled in the Revolve Life Method. And I wanted to bring her on because we have one more day left where you have the opportunity to book a discovery call with me, and doors close Saturday at midnight. And then we don't reopen our doors until closer to the summer. And when we do, our membership fee does go up. So I wanted to get Lily on. She is awesome. Some of you may have seen her testimonial throughout the Whoop. And so she's literally just a few months ahead of you ladies. So I wanted to invite her on and share her story. And I put in the topic there because it's interesting, and I'm sure you'll share a little bit about that, Lily, where she has been eating more and has lost weight. And that's why the topic is, eating more to lose weight. And so firstly, Lily, I would love for you to introduce yourself, share how young you are, if you have any kids, and we'll start right there.
Hi, I'm Lily, and I'm 44 years old, and I have a teenage daughter. She's 15, and as most of y'all might know already, she was a preemie and she's disabled. So we're here.
Yes. And so I'd love to start off, Lily. You watched the Whoop and you were submitting your growth work and you were all in. And then when we opened up to book a discovery call, you had booked. So what made you decide to transition from the Whoop into the Revolve Life Method?
Well, attending all those your workshops. I mean, like I said, I was there day after day after day, and something in a day after day, everything that you mentioned of is what I needed. That's what I wanted. And somehow I didn't know how to get it. Your program has everything, has everything I wanted. I mean, if I was going to go get it here, like a trainer, and then get a nutritional coach, and everything was going to be separate. Right here was just a one-shop deal, and everything was included. So for me, that was the best bet, and convenience after, I mean, it was all online, and the coaching, someone backing me up, telling me this is the way you're supposed to do it. You're doing it right. You're doing it wrong. This is what you're supposed to be eating. I mean, I was just guessing at it. I was just like winging it. And half the time, obviously it wasn't correct. I mean, what I thought was correct wasn't, because the pounds still kept coming. And I needed that person behind me to show me.
That is
So that's what.
I'm sure a lot of our ladies who are kind of in the same boat, just kind of, like you said, winging it, maybe a YouTube video here and like downloading a diet plan there and kind of trying to figure it out without the background, without the education. So
Right.
what was your life like then before you joined the Revolve Life Method? You mentioned a little bit about that, but what was it like before?
Well, I mean, with life, everything happens, and we put everybody, everybody comes before us, and then you're thinking, you go through those sporadic moments where you eat healthy, and then you get off the bandwagon. That's what happened to me. I was eating healthy. I was somewhat losing, or I thought I was losing some weight, and then I'm like, well, if I eat another burger, or if I, make another pit stop, it ain't going to hurt much. And on the long run, it just got out of hand. And then you're back to where you begin with the very first. And then, I was just thinking, why did I do that? Why, I regret it later. But by then it was too late. The pounds had already been there. And, just trying, like you said, trying to research it ourselves on YouTube or books, just doing it from whatever you thought was correct. And because I'm like, I'm not going to hire a nutritionist, nor am I going to hire a trainer. And then I have to, it's just money here and there and all that. And it adds up after a while. So for me, I was there. I was doing good. And then I went back to my old habits. And then then I go back to my doing good. And then it's just a cycle. It goes back and forth until finally I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I'm 44. Like I said, after my father-in-law died, it really hit hard and it hit home. It was like, you need to open your eyes and you got to do something about it.
And you know what, I love that you mentioned, it's like that R3 is a one-stop shop. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
Where you will have guidance with your nutrition. It's personalized to you. Where depending on your fitness levels, we can tweak your program. Like we have some new ladies who are really, really beginners. So they're on like the beginner level program. You're a little bit more intermediate, and then we have advanced. So it's really tailored for your fitness level. And you mentioned going back to your old ways, like doing well and then falling back, doing well and falling back. And that's where the mindset coaching kicks in. And in fact, we have a session right after this interview, and that really is tailored to help you to stop repeating those same behaviors, and really taking a hard look at, how do I get off this hamster wheel? And that's what we do with the mindset coaching and the life coaching. So since being at R3, because it's only been 2 months, right?
Yeah.
What have your results been so far in externally and internally?
Wow. I mean, I didn't think externally, like I said, 2 months in, and after you gave me my nutritional plan customized, and I told you I wasn't used to that. I was used to the appetite suppressant. I was used to, the starving 1 meal a day kind of thing. And just,
I remember you saying, Lily, this is so much food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm so full.
Like, there ain't no way I'm gonna eat all this, and you want me to do 2 meals, 2 to 3 meals
eating, and yet what's happened?
I've lost 2 pounds. I mean, I've lost a pant size in 2 months, and it's just like, what? It's mind blowing. I mean, I couldn't lose a pant size in a year because of that cycle. And then, I see. At first, it's a lot. It was. I mean, you want me to eat 2 to 3 meals a day?
You're like,
and
so full.
It's like, no way. Plus, on top of that, drink a lot of water too.
Yes,
you're crazy.
That is huge. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely emphasize your water. That's amazing.
Right.
So what is then the difference? Like you've from R3 and the things that you've tried. What's the biggest difference?
Results. I've seen the results. I mean, I wasn't into the keto. There was no way I'm going to count carbs or count calories or do this or do that. My mind was somewhere else at the time, and that wasn't I wasn't going to do that. So it was just whatever I saw that I was doing, and I didn't have that you behind me telling me you're supposed to do this or do that. Trust me, trust the process. That's what you said. Trust the process. I'm like, oh Lord, am I sure? But yeah, sure enough, when we did I just saw, the pant, one was the pant size and 2 was the endurance. I mentioned to you, thank you for, making us do the fit test. I never wanted to be on camera, nor take pictures, nor nothing that involved my face or that would show my weight gain. I was always behind the scene, and since R3, I don't know, it's giving me that confidence. Like you notice, I went on video and just talked my head off. I'm thinking, dang, was that really me? That would have been me.
And I have to throw in there that beautiful selfie of you that you shared in the group with you all done up. Like, I was so proud of you for just taking that step and having the confidence to do
Mm.
that.
Yeah, when you lose the weight, you in that mindset that you're working, you're working on, you put yourself first. And that was what happened. That's been happening to me. I see myself, I want, it popped up and I'm like, yeah, I want to book it. Let me do it. Why not?
Yeah.
I'll find a babysitter, I mean, she'll be fine, whatever. And that, sure enough, I attended it. I mean, it took all day, but hey, I
It
enjoyed
was a
it. It
makeup
was,
class, right? It was a makeup
yeah,
class.
it
And you
was a
would have
makeup
never done
class.
that before, pre
No,
R3, right? Never. So you're
no,
literally stepping outside of your comfort zone
right,
in so many ways that,
right.
I mean, I see the confidence in you. I remember, first speaking to you at our discovery call, and I'm sure back then that mindset you were in then would have never thought that you would do a makeup class, take a selfie and share it with the group,
Right.
post fitness videos of you. I'm sure there was no way you would have done that. And yeah, look at you now. Like, and this is just the beginning. So I would love to wrap up, Lily. What would you say to someone, with if there's someone out there watching right now, there is a reason why you're watching this. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh,
Right.
I truly believe, and I know you do too, Lily, that God doesn't make any mistakes. So if you are watching this and you can relate with Lily, I know, and you've experienced the whoop, and you're getting that tingly feeling in your body, and you're like, this is it for me. But what would you say to them, Lily, if there's someone who's considering booking that discovery call but feeling really nervous about starting? What would you say to her?
Just do it. Because if you second think of, if you're thinking about it, that was me, second
Second
thinking about it, and then you lose out because you talk yourself out of it, and you just got to do it. You just got to, jump in and do it. Um and it's amazing. It's amazing, the transformation. You don't realize it, but it's happening.
And
And that
so
confidence where you put yourself prioritized, it's really good, and
now,
it's worth it.
kind of like looking back, Lily, where would you be if you didn't join R3 and 2 months had passed?
Probably depressed again. Depression, um you putting everybody, not making time for myself, or not allowing myself to really spend money on me. I mean, that makeup class, I would never have spent my, that amount. It wasn't much, but I wouldn't have spent. I would have preferred to spend on something, on my family or whatever. And then there was nothing to show for it. And you know, before R3, I would be in the same place I was years ago, back and forth, trying to wing it, and and then not losing weight. Then I would be depressed again, and just in a deep in a deep hole where you go back and forth, and you ain't seeing no results. And
Mhm.
that's when you get desperate. And like I said, God, you were a godsend, because for whatever reason you were there. And yeah, and you were the whole bundle, the whole shebang deal that I needed. And sure enough, it's been amazing. I mean, first I thought, like, oh my God, how am I gonna, I'm not techie person. But no, I mean, it's easy. It's a routine. It becomes a routine. It's just second nature now, to do the exercise, do the nutrition, do everything. And it's like, it's not that bad.
Yes. You know what I'm hearing, Lily? Remember what happens when you start new habits? It's unbearable at first, which is where I'm
Mhm.
sure a lot of ladies are right now. And then at the very beginning, it was uncomfortable. But what I'm hearing right now, Lily, is that you are unstoppable. And this is just the beginning. Like, we have some really fun goals that we're working towards. And, your goal is my goal. And that whole photo shoot, don't you worry, we're going to get there. And so, if Lily doesn't inspire you, I don't know what will. Honestly, this woman is amazing. She jumped all in, was always putting everyone else, including her daughter, which is obviously understandable. But, you know, through the whoop, she learned, well, I will be a better mother, a better wife, a better sister, a better daughter, a better person overall when I'm healthy, happy, and fit. And it shows. And it shows. So if this is speaking to you, we have less than 24 hours and we are closing down enrollment into the Revolve Life Method. And then every time we open the doors, our fee goes up. So if you want to take advantage now and see if we're a good fit, all you need to do is click on the link above, book a discovery call with me. Let's have a conversation. And I promise you, if we're meant to be, if we're a good fit, you have nothing to lose but wait. So I want to say thank you to Lily for being my special guest today and sharing your story and looking beautiful. And I promise you, the next time we do a whoop, her story is going to be even more enhanced. And I'm excited for that because she knows she's my next poster girl, literally. So thank you again, Lily. And for the rest of you, jump on that discovery call. I look forward to meeting you and renew, refresh, restore your mind, body, and spirit with us here at R3. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.